How you doing? Listen to this. So I don't even know. My wife and I were having a meeting today, and Hank Norman's name came up in the conversation. Danielle, how are you? Ray Abood, my brother, how you doing, man? Mikey, how are you? So we started talking about Hank Norman. Hey, Danielle, how are you? And what's up, dude? We need to chat, bro. We need to chat. What's up, Jeff Allen? Ray, I need to borrow your Ferrari just so I can take some pictures and act rich. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. So, Ray, you're supposed to say which one. That's funny. So listen, I am, I literally, hey Tiffany, how are you? Ron Jones, what's up? So I was meeting with my wife today and we were talking about, business, just things like, you know, like our overall brand and our overarching message and everything else. And Jim Weaver, what's going on, bro? Jack Gotchi, how you doing? Elizabeth, what's up? So we were talking about this, and I said, well, let me look something up, and I Googled it. Samuel, how are you? And so we looked this video up, and I posted it on Facebook earlier today. And it was Hank, excuse me, it's an unbelievable interview with Hank Norman and Grant Cardone and about star power. Absolutely mind-blowing. Because let me ask you a question. Drop a 1. Hey, Colleen, Scott Christopher, what's up? Drop a 1 in here if you would. If you've ever thought to yourself, man, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I'm not completely fulfilled in my career or in my life or whatever it is, right? Drop a 1 in if you've ever felt that. If you've ever thought that, felt that. Just drop a 1. We've got Tiffany, we've got Elizabeth, we have Lauren, Jim Weaver, Jeff Allen, Colleen, yep. So as I suspected, Leah Camp, thank you for sharing. You rock. Scott Christopher, Leah Camp. So we've all had that, right? And if you are dude, I would love to come and do a to your studio, brother. I would love that. 1, we all have, right? So if you go watch the video I posted earlier, don't leave my live stream to do it. Do it afterwards. But it's a video of Hank and Grant. And Grant's interviewing Hank on like star power, power players, whatever. And I'm telling you, listen, it's unreal. He says in there, he talks about how he has clients come to him and they say, you know, he says, well, what do you do? And they say, well, I do this and I do this and I do this and I'm good at this and I'm great at that and yada, 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 right? And so like, he says, yeah, but what's the one thing that you do? What's that one thing that you do? And people say, well, there's not just one thing. I mean, I do this and I do that and da 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 da. And then Grant said, you know, because Grant's a client of Hank's, right? Hank and Steve have literally helped Grant find out, you know, find his way, find his power, find his what it is, that one thing, and blow up. Thank you so much for everyone who shared this. So I was like, I'm listening to this, and my wife was, and it's funnier than hell too. You gotta watch it, cause Hank and Grant and like they're like they just have a really funny dynamic. It's really good. So it made me go, man, what is, because I do website development. I've got the Knowledge Link, training platform, and I do some video editing, and I'm really good at YouTube stuff, and I'm good at this, and I'm good at that, and all of these things. And it literally brought me to this moment where I was like, Hank is hilarious. Hank is absolutely hilarious. Thank you. I see Jim Weaver. Amin, what's up, bro? I see Amin in here. What's up, brother? So I talked with Hank for a little bit on Messenger today, and we're going to chat tomorrow. But the thing is this: what is that one thing? What is that for you? Not for me. That's up to me. I got to figure that out. Each individual person. Dude, it was good talking to you too, man. You freaking rock. LaDon, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you to everybody who shared, by the way. I've seen a bunch of shares come through. That's awesome. So, I sat here and I said to my wife, I said, maybe if we got if we really drilled down, we really got laser focused on what is the one thing? What's the one thing? What's the one thing that's going to, forget about money for a minute. Forget about money for a minute. I know it's very difficult to forget about money, but forget about money for a minute and think like this. Okay, if money was not a necessity in your life, which it is for everybody, but if it were not, if you just didn't, let's say you were Forrest Gump and you bought Apple stock early, right? So you had all this extra money and you just didn't need to worry about that anymore. And what is the one thing that you would do to fulfill your destiny, to fulfill your purpose on this planet? What is that one thing? What is it that would make you get up in the morning early? Beat the sun up, as Grant says all the time. What is it that would make you stay up late into the late hours of the night working passionately to fulfill that one thing? What is that one thing? And once you discover what that one thing is, then you'll be able to go to any freaking length to fulfill your purpose. Jane, how are you? Roxanne, Dale Childress is in the house. What's up, bro? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, and so my wife and I don't think it's something maybe it may be one of those epiphany moments where you go, boom, oh my God. I was listening to this crazy dude, Ken Walls, wearing an Orlando hoodie last night, and it made me really think about what's that one thing. What is, Colleen, I love you too. You're awesome. So what is that one thing? Catherine. So I literally sat here. By the way, I've watched that video a couple of times today. And you got to go watch it. I'm telling you, you got to go to my page and you've got to watch my video, or the video of Hank and Grant Cardone. It's funny as hell, number one. It's really, really funny. Hank says it'll improve your sex life. So, and Grant, of course, took that way past what Hank meant, but it's so damn funny. Oh, you were in Ohio today? Oh, that's awesome. So when you discover what that one thing is, what is it? And I'm not, and trust me, I don't even have the answer yet for myself. I'm like, God, I got to figure that out like now. What the hell? What am I doing? What is the one thing? And because I know I'm good at a lot of things. I know I'm great at some things, but what's the one thing? That's it. And Grant said in this video, he said, look, I was like, oh, let's do this, but the one thing that Grant is unbelievable at is sales. Hank was like, just pick something. Right. Well, Grant is like, the guy in sales, right? And then he got really, really good and blew up with that, exploded that brand. And now you're starting to see him go off into, real estate and some other things. But like, what's the one thing? And for me, I'm working on that. I told Hank today, I said, dude, I got to figure out that one thing, right? I got to figure that one thing out because I can build a badass website. I can do some really, really cool stuff with videos. I can do really, really cool. I've done some awesome, I do coaching, right? And I've had some amazing things happen for people and for me that I've coached. So like Brian Schneider right there, the laughter dude. If you guys aren't following Brian Schneider, you got to follow him. He's here in Columbus. That dude has a laugh that if you heard him laugh, like you literally would start giggling with him. It's freaking funny. I like helping people have fun with music. Right, exactly. And so you got to, and so for me, whatever that is, and I have a pretty good suspicion about what that one thing is. Amin, if you're still on here, Amin and I talked about this today for a long, long time, couple of hours. And I thought we were getting on a call to, thank you, Colleen, you're awesome. I thought we were getting on a call for me to sell him a training platform. and here it was a call that we had that turned into an amazing, we really tightened our friendship and the dude he's amazing. So, the one thing is so crucial. I didn't realize it. I did not realize it until today, that understanding what that one thing is that you do, that you're going to own that space, that you're going to take that lane and make it your lane. You're going to make it your... Tiffany, thank you for sharing this. Tiffany Oybai just shared. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Tiff. So, yeah, right, Brian, right. I know. I'll tell you something. One of the things that I enjoy more than I enjoy anything in the world is inspiring people to get to the next level. I love gangster rap. I can't help it. It's what I'm hiding. Nice, dude. But, I like to inspire people. And Glenn, if you wanted to be and Tiffany, you could call it like the GT duo or something, right? So like, you could, I invented the world's first glasses with sound activated lights. Nice, dude. That's freaking awesome. So, but pick that one thing. You got to find that one thing and then give it everything that you have. And once you have that one thing, you will not be nervous about going live. You won't be nervous about, you'll still have maybe some jitters, but once you pick the one thing that you are the best at, go watch the video. I cannot regurgitate everything that Hank and Grant said, but I can tell you something. It's powerful if you go watch that video. It's on my page. Go watch the video. It's freaking amazing. And it's just talking about, like, how do you get to that next level? Glenn, you're going to a concert tonight? Who are you going to see, bro? Who are you going to see? Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that, man. So, what's the one thing? You got to figure that out. For me, I like to inspire people to get to the next level in life. And I like to help people solve problems with technology, which I'm good at. I know I'm good at it. You know, I like to help people solve problems with their lives, with technology, with you know, I like to inspire them to dig deep and grab a hold of whatever it is they want to do and freaking go for it. I mean, I've taken so many chances in my life that, you know, 90% of them didn't pan out. 95% didn't pan out. But you probably wouldn't know, Shop Boys Party. Hey, Deb Lord, Rockstar. And yeah, dude, I've never heard of any of that. Deb Lord, how are you? Glenn, I'm sorry, dude. I've never heard any of that. Chris Rude, what's going on, my brother? Dude, that was a nice live stream from the beach today. But, like, you know, what's the one thing? And I'll tell you, that video I posted of Grant and Hank it's powerful. Go watch it. Go watch it and watch it again and again. And start asking yourself the question, what is the one thing? Because it's probably the most powerful thing you'll be able to answer in your entire life. And once you figure out what that one thing is, you're good. You're good for life. You'll be able to beat the sun up. You'll be able to stay up late. You'll be able to go days without much sleep. You'll be able to go months without much sleep. You'll be able to feel good about your life because you'll be on a track. You'll be on a track of something that you want to create. You'll be on a track of leaving a legacy, living your life to leave a legacy. And when you're living your life to leave a legacy, the money follows, man. You're going to be on here doing live streams like Chris was doing today and making money because money follows attention. You're going to be getting attention. Money's going to follow that. So what's the one thing? Figure that out. You got to figure that out. I'm telling you, you got to figure out what the one thing is. And that really, truly blew me away. It blew me away today. I watched that and I kept pausing it and we would look at each other and then talk about it. And like, man, how do you get to 49, almost 50 years old and you're like, you watch a YouTube video of a couple of dudes chatting and you're like, holy crap, what's the one thing for me? What is that one thing? And then go for it. And when Hank even talks about, you know, a lot of people will say, okay, I'm picking this. This is my lane right here. And then they get into it and people are like, oh, no, dude, you suck at that. Like you suck at it, right? And it's like, well, wait a minute. And then that self-deflated, oh, you know, I had a couple of people say I sucked at it and so I must suck. No, man. If that's the thing, then do it. And give it every freaking thing you have. Give it everything that you have. People are there's gonna be, and maybe you will suck at it at first. Lauren, I think you know I play guitar and I've played guitar since I was 7 years old. And I'm 49, so I've played for 42 years of my life. Now, I haven't played in months. My guitar's up in the bedroom, sitting on the guitar stand. But if I picked it up right now, I would probably be rusty at first, but it wouldn't take long, and I can play every single Eagles song ever made. I figured out how to play Stairway to Heaven on my own. I figured out how to play some Lynyrd Skynyrd. I know how to play Freebird. I know how to do all of that shit, but it's been a long time. I can't read one single note of music, not one. Had many people try to teach me. I hear a song, I figure it out, I play it. I don't even know how I do that, but I can do that, and I've done it for 42 years of my life. But that is not my one thing. I never had any hopes and dreams and aspirations of being on stage. There may have been a little tiny phase when I was 10 or 11 when I thought I was going to tour with Kiss. I'm not going to lie about that. But I can't read music. I struggle sometimes reading tabs. So, but you know, like I know this. I know that that's not my one thing. I'm 100% sure of that. However, I do know also that if I pick up the guitar and I play, it puts me in this place of peace. It puts me in this place of serenity, where a lot of times I discover answers to what I'm looking for. So, you know, look, I didn't come on here to say, hey, I got the one thing figured out for you, because I don't have it figured out for me yet. I have a pretty good suspicion of what the one thing is, but I would just encourage you to ask yourself, first, if you don't go watch that video, then you're not interested in your one thing. I'm just saying. They lay it out in there, and it's really good. It makes you think like, okay, I got to figure that out. So if you can figure out the one thing for you, I'm telling you, I think that your life can be freaking, you won't ever again say, man, I'm not fulfilled in life. I'm not living up to my purpose. I'm not, you'll not say that ever again. You go watch that video and you learn. It's Jeff, it's you don't need to be sorry. I appreciate you being on here, bro. It's a video that Hank Norman and Grant Cardone did in Grant's studio. I posted it on Facebook earlier. It's on my wall. It's an incredible video. It's a YouTube video. Go check it out. And you can go to YouTube and just look up Hank Norman, Grant Cardone, Star Power. I don't know what it's titled, but it's really, really good. It makes you really go, wait a minute. What is the one thing I'm supposed to be doing? What is that one thing? And for me, it's been a very, very powerful day. Somebody asked me a little bit ago, how was your day? It's been a very powerful day, because it made this day, through having a meeting, doing a quick search for Hank, I wanted to show my wife something, and then I came across this video and we sat here and we watched that. It was one of the most eye-opening days of my life today, seriously, because I realized that I'm great at a lot of things. Who are you taking to the ball game? Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, or Gary Vaynerchuk? What ball game? What ball game? And Grant's a good friend of mine. I'd take him over those two any day. Although Gary follows me on Twitter, Ty Lopez, I ain't got time for him. Sorry, I don't believe him. So, I don't, and maybe I'm being I just don't believe it. I don't believe Ty. I'm sorry, I don't. And, judge me, I don't care. But, I think he's a fake. So, but, look, if you can go watch that video and at the end of it, you can say, I know what that one thing is that I'm supposed to be doing, man, I'm telling you, your life will be different, way different. And it will disturb you if you really are interested. I think that there's people on this planet who have this programming to be average, local star power, pitch anything. I think that there's people, I'm not sure I understand that, dude. I think there are people on this planet who were programmed from the time they were born into this world to believe a certain way about everything. I believe that they believe that there are limitations. I believe that there are people that, and I've been there. I used to believe there are limitations to life. I used to believe there was a ceiling. I remember when I had a ceiling of you know, oh God, if I can just get to $1,000 a week, man, I have arrived. I've arrived. Oh, the World Series. Oh, I'd take Grant in a heartbeat as long as we could use his jet. So Ty Lopez, come on, man. You know he's a fake. Oh, hey, I'm just out here hanging out in my garage with my 4 rented Ferraris. Look at my rented Rolls Royce. And, oh, wow, look at that. There's a couple of hot chicks in bikinis back there. Hey, don't touch the Ferrari girls. Oh, I don't. Come on, man. Anyway, so that's just, I'm sorry. That just is bull. That's so fake. I know. Like, anybody can hire a couple of girls to wear bikinis with big boobs. Like, seriously. But whatever. That's not, you know, for me, that's not my thing. But hey, he's got a hell of a lot more followers than I have. And I'm sure at this point he's got a lot more money. But, for me, like, I don't know. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. So, but whatever, you know, I guess if you lie long enough, you can eventually get there. But is that where you really want to get to? I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't. I don't need to live a lie to get a bunch of money. I can get a bunch of money being true to me. It was a chapter in his book. Oh, Pitch Anything. I've got it. I haven't read it. I have the book. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't get it. I'm sorry, Mikey. So, look, figure out what the one thing is for you. Figure it out. Figure out what the one thing is. What is it that will wake you up in the morning before the sun, beat the sun up? What is it that will keep you up till late at night? What is that one thing? You figure out what that one thing is. You figure out what the one thing is, and you will have a magical life. Shelly, how in the heck are you? Good to see you. Tiffany, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. So listen, that's all I have for tonight. I just wanted to hop on and say that video I posted of Hank Norman and Grant Cardone from earlier, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Go watch it, check it out, and I beat the sun up just about every day. Awesome. That's freaking awesome. David Collier, how you doing, man? So look, that's it. That's all I have. That's all I have. I appreciate each and every one of you jumping on here. Go watch that video. Do what you can't go a day without thinking about, right? Exactly. So, look, go watch that video on my Facebook page. It's a YouTube video and see, Facebook's throttling that. That's why there's only a couple of likes on it, because it's a freaking YouTube video and I didn't embed a video directly into Facebook. I tested that yesterday. What's weird is Grant was doing a test on stuff I didn't even know, and I did something with a video link to a YouTube video that I did a YouTube video for this friend of mine, Lisa Copeland. She's a client of mine. I did some video work for her, and then I got it into YouTube and ranked into YouTube. And I posted that link, and I got 3 likes on it. Me, Lisa, and Tiffany Oyby liked that video link. And then I'm like, what the heck? Lisa's got 5,000 friends. I'm right around 5,000 friends. What the heck's going on? Why are we not getting any likes at all on that? So I went back and I posted the video directly to Facebook, the raw file. I posted it to Facebook. We got all kinds of likes. Within 5 minutes, we had like 6 or 7 likes on that video. And same exact post almost. So like, Facebook is throttling. They don't want you posting YouTube links and all that stuff. So, you know, it's a bunch of BS. So did Hank come on here? Is that why you're saying Hank Norman? So like, listen, go watch that video. Hank Norman, Grant Cardone. It's on my Facebook page. It's unbelievable. Seriously, you got to figure out what you've got to figure out. Thanks for planting another seed in my brain. I didn't see that till just now, Colleen. That's funny. I look, if I'm honest with you, it messed me up today. It really messed me up. Like, I'm sitting here having a meeting, a branding meeting with my wife, and my wife is a marketing genius. I mean, she was the global VP of marketing for 2 different $500 million a year companies. She's been given mega $1 million budgets to do branding and stuff. And she knows her shit. And so we're sitting here, we're talking about, some things, branding and all of that. Ian Power, oh my gosh, how in the world are you, bro? Good to see you. So we're talking about all this stuff, and I said something about, Hank Norman said blah, blah, blah. And she's like, who's Hank Norman? And I go, you don't know who Hank Norman is? I'm like, what? So I looked him up, and I found this Star Power video with him and Grant, and I go, here he is. And I clicked on the video, and we started watching the video, and we couldn't stop watching the video because it's freaking hilarious. And Hank knows his shit, man. I mean, he knows his stuff with this. What's up, Dan Kelleher? How you doing, bro? Long time no see. So we're sitting here and we're watching this, and we're going, oh my God, holy crap. What's the one thing? What is the one thing? And I still don't have that completely figured out, but I have some really sneaky suspicions about it. I assume you've been up to something. Haven't heard from you, bro. Rick Shavusti, how you doing, bro? So that's it. I don't want to stay on here all night and bore you guys to death, but like, go watch that video and then figure out for you. It's going to mess you up a little bit because you're going to go, man, am I doing the one thing? And if I'm doing the one thing, am I trying to do too many things? Am I trying to do too many things? Am I trying to do, that's what I've been mulling over. That's what I've been really mulling over. Like, what is the one thing that I need to be focused on? I know this. One thing that I don't want to not be focused on is helping people reach the next level. I love helping people. I love inspiring people. I love that. So I need to figure out, like, is that the one thing? Or is it, I know it's not just building websites, although I'm really good at that. That's not the one thing. And it's definitely not doing, video editing. I'm pretty good at that. Listen to Dave Anderson's podcast, Learn to Lead Unstoppable. I'll have to check that out, dude. So Hank Norman, I hit him up. We're actually going to talk tomorrow. We're going to have a conversation, but the dude knows his stuff, man. I'm telling you, he knows his stuff. So figure that out. What's the one thing for you? Figure it out. Dig deep. Go deep. Go deep. Dig down in there and figure out what is that one thing, and explode your life. Explode your existence on this planet. Because time's not running out. It's always going to exist. But your life is running out. It's running out. You might as well go ahead and figure out what the damn one thing is and do it. That's all I got. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank you for being on here. And I will... That's right, Dan. That's right, Dan. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night. See you.